Good morning, good morning. Thank you for joining us at Unity of Wilmington, North Carolina. I have to make sure to say North Carolina because, believe me, there is a Unity of Wilmington, Delaware. So this magnificent day, this great Sunday, we just give thanks for being here and being together in one point, at one place in time and space that's filled with love, that's filled with joy, and that's filled with abundance. So give yourselves a hand for being in the right place at the right time. And for those of you in cyberspace, you're missing it, but we'll forgive you, knowing that when you're close enough to walk, skip, drive, you're going to be here with us. So before we go any further, let me share this with you. Today is the most magnificent day of my life. Let us say that together. Today is the most magnificent day of my life. Let's try it one more time with me getting it right, okay? Today is the most magnificent day of my life. And now, the incredible celebration singers.
In the light and the love and the glory, in the light and the love and the glory, I am. In the light and the love and the glory, in the light and the love and the glory, in the light and the love and the glory, I am. I am as God created me, in the light and the love and the glory. I am as God created me, in the light and the love and the glory. In the light and the love and the glory, in the light and the love and the glory, in the light and the love and the glory, I am. In the light and the love and the glory, in the light and the love and the glory, in the light and the love and the glory, I am. I am as God created me, in the light and the love and the glory. I am as God created me, in the light and the love and the glory.
Thank you, celebration singers. Hello, everyone. Good morning. My name is Gloria Bright, and I'm your platform host for today. It is wonderful to see all of you. All right, first of all, I'd like to take a moment to recognize those who have put their time and energy and love into presenting this program for the day. First, we have our dynamic, charismatic speaker and co-minister, Dr. Herbert Harris. Woo! And the amazing Kara Williams handling our sound booth today. Woohoo! And our most talented, Katie Deese, as our musical director. And our very special vocalist today is Chris Riker. Woohoo! We always enjoy you, Chris. Volunteers today. Sana Rockwell will be in youth education. Carol Jenkins and Janice Russell, hospitality team. Sarah Graham and Shirley Melito on the welcome team. Donna DeGudas will be reading our daily word today. And Kelly French will be our prayer partner today. Kelly will meet you over here to pray with you, and we have a private room you can step into. We also have a prayer box over here if you'd like to just write a prayer out. We have some slips of paper there that you can put in the prayer box, and they will be prayed over here at Unity of Wilmington for 30 days and then they will be prayed over at Unity Village. Thank you. Somewhere out there for 30 more days. Is there anybody here for the first time today? Yay, welcome. Hands up. There was two over here. Yep. Our welcome team will bring you a packet, and you can fill out your information if you'd like to and read the material. Welcome. We're really glad to have you. Anybody here for the second time? Third time? Woohoo! Welcome back. Keep on coming. There's not a place like this in Wilmington. No place out there measures up to this. I'm telling you. Anyway, at least that's my thoughts and opinion. All right. Let's take a moment and do our mission and then our vision statement. Unity of Wilmington is a vibrant, loving, spiritual community, expanding consciousness and personal transformation. And the vision? United in love, the world celebrates joy, abundance, and harmony. Let's state our 3 affirmations. So only one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life, God, the good omnipotence. I am a beloved expression of God. I am here for a holy purpose, and I am in the right place at the right time right now. And now Kelly, no, Donna will come up and read our daily word.
Good morning. Let's read our affirmation for today. It's I focus on the goodness of God and know prosperity. Sometimes I may worry, wondering if I will have enough of what I need. If thoughts of lack or limitation arise, I lift my thoughts from the things of the world to the truth of God. I focus my mind on the richness of divine life within me. I feel calm and assured. As I remember, I live in an abundant universe, and I am heir to everything God is. Even when my worldly fortunes shift, I am abundant in spirit. As I align my thinking with divine mind in prayer, I become receptive to divine ideas that prosper me. I claim prosperity and feel empowered as I do. My prosperity stems from my oneness with God. I count my blessings, feel grateful, and trust with understanding, faith, I have enough. And the Bible verse is from Psalms 36:8. They feast on the abundance of your house, and you give them drink from the river of your delights.
Thank you, Donna. And now we will have our special singer, Chris Reichert.
You with the sad eyes, don't be discouraged. Oh, I realize it's hard to take courage in a world full of people. You can lose sight of it all. The darkness inside you can make you feel so small. Show me a smile then. Don't be unhappy, can't remember when.
last saw you laughing, this world makes you crazy. You've taken all you can bear. Just call me up and I will always be there. And I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful. I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful, like a rainbow, like a rainbow. Oh, can't remember when I last saw you laughing. Oh, this world makes you crazy. You've taken all you can bear. Just call me up, 'cause I will always be there. And I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful, like a rainbow, like a rainbow.
Wow. Thank you, Chris. Let's give Chris another big hand. And I heard you there. Did you hear that harmony coming out? Give Katie a hand. Wow. You got to sing more, Katie. All right. Man. Before we get into our service, I wanted to just let everybody know that Lainey is doing better. She's coming along, and let's give her a big hand. And Lainey, I know you're out there watching. She is, I talked with her, and she said she spoke with the doctor, and the doctor said she's healing miraculously. And so she'll be back in the saddle real soon. And really and truly, I think she's in the saddle out there watching and telling us what to do through the television, through the computer. But so, Lainey, we send up our healing prayers to you. So let's just, everybody, for one moment, just say healing prayers for Lainey together. Healing prayers for Lainey. And let them just go up to the heavens and clear the way for her perfect healing. So it is. All right, let us do our meditation. You know, we do our meditations each day before our program to help prepare us for the message and prepare us for the just the vibration that the message will bring. And today's meditation is a special one. Our message is on persistence. And I would like for us to focus on that thing that I know each and every one of us has something that we really wanted to do, we really wanted to be, we really wanted to have, and somehow we just didn't do it. Maybe we stopped too soon. Maybe we got distracted. And so today's meditation is on what it would be like if we had been more persistent, and we had accomplished that one thing that was so important to us that we did not do. And so let us now, in this meditation, see it as done. Your goal, your purpose, your desired outcome is really, really important to you. So let us sit straight up in our seats, put our feet flat upon the floor, close our outer eyes and open our inner eyes, and take a deep breath and hold it. Let it out slowly. Take a deep breath and hold it. Let it out slowly. And in this space of peace and relaxation, we experience the awareness of our being as we feel the special vibration of completion and joy. Just move down from the top of our head, through our face, through our throats, through our chests, down through our abdomen. This awareness of our being exactly the way we want to be. Just let that vibration pass down through our hips, our thighs, through our knees, through our calves, our ankles, and out through our feet. Just wiggle your toes a little bit. You should feel that vibration pass through you. Take a deep breath. Let it out slowly. And in this moment, and in this vibration, visualize the most important thing that you would like to accomplish at this time in your life. It may be good health. See yourself whole. See yourself complete. It may be joy and happiness in a special way. See it as done. It may be abundance on all levels. See it as done. And so now let's just dwell on and focus on that most important thing we would like to complete and to accomplish right now. And now that we have given it our consciousness and our attention, let us seal the deal and let us say, it is done. once more. It is done. Just let that vision sink in to become our reality. Take a deep breath. Let it out slowly. And so it is. It is done. Thank you. Thank you so much. Wow. Could you see it? Could you feel it? Whatever it is done. Today, June 9th, 2024, it is the second Sunday of the 6th month. And this second Sunday, I have a great thing to celebrate. Sandra just got up this morning. She was full of energy. Her brother just got her pumped up for the last 3 weeks. They've been working in the yard, and they've been talking about old times and growing up. So thank you so much. Let's give Sandra a big hand. Thank you, dear. I can tell when she feels better, she goes for her pearls. Wow. You know, this second Sunday of the 6th month is so critical. I'm learning this calendar idea to always know where you are. The second Sunday of the 6th month means that you have, about 6 months and 3 weeks left. And that really gives us a framework now. You know, it's easy to forget where you are when you don't know where you are. When you just say, it's June 9th. What does that mean? Doesn't mean anything. But when we say it's the second Sunday of the 6th month, meaning that there are, 6 months and a few weeks left, that has very powerful meaning. So welcome, Unity of Wilmington. Welcome online. You know, our online presence has been growing. I think people are watching online to connect in with the vibration and with the music that happens here. So thank you so much for your presence. I'd like to acknowledge our visitors again. Thank you for being here. Let us give you all another big hand. Thank you. You always have a home at Unity of Wilmington. When you come in, there's always something going on here that's exciting, that's full of fun, that's uplifting, and that will make you feel a lot better. When you leave here, you're going to be healed. I mean, you hang around these positive people. Everybody comes in, and then, you hear the celebration singers. I like that. You all did a good job. I tell you, give the singers and Chris. So what you all have done is set the stage for our message today. And our message today is really one that I'm profoundly, I guess it's very personal. And the reason is that persistence has been one of the things that I've struggled with. Sandra reminds me all the time. She says, stick with one thing until you finish it. Get it done. And you know what? That's good advice. And so this month, when we think about so many times that we had a chance to do something great and complete a job and we stopped. Ross Perot had a great quote, and he said, most people give up just when they're about to achieve success. They quit at the 1-yard line. They give up at the last minute of the game, 1 foot from a winning touchdown. How many of you watched the basketball games, the last championships? Most of those games, one whole series, I think out of 4 games, there was only about 5 or 6 points made the difference. Like 1 by 1 point, 2 points. And what you saw is at the end of the game, really and truly, as a sports person, I'm content to watch the last 5 minutes of the game. Because it is there you see that special thing happen in people that makes them rise to the next level. You know, you see some people, I was watching basketball when nobody wants to take that winning shot. Because the winning shot, if you miss, is what? The losing shot. And I watch them on basketball. You ever see him, Myron? Everybody pass the ball. Like, I don't want that thing. Pass it. You want it, Katie? No, you pass it over here. Nobody wants to put themselves out and take that winning shot. And so persistence, though, is like, hey, step up and do it, no matter what it is. So when we think about this persistence, our topic, persistence, is the bridge to accomplishment. Think of the things that we could have done if we just finished. There's a book in every one of us. How many people are want to write a book? Yeah. And all you got to do is do it. You know, we get, you might say, paralyzed by the pursuit of excellence, of perfection. Nobody ever writes a perfect book the first time. They write it and then they correct it. I often tell people, if you're going to write a book, sit down and do it. Don't worry about whether it's going to be a good book. Don't worry about whether it's going to sell. Just do it. So this day when you leave, those of you who want to write a book, I'll give a piece of advice. You know, one thing you have control over? Time. And so if you want to write a book, I recommend this. Every day, set aside an hour or 2 hours that you commit to sit there at your desk and write. The first few days is going to be a challenge because you start scratching. You want water. You want to go and look out the window. Everything but sit there. But that's the secret to writing. Because it's like when you sit and commit to the end result, it's like priming the universal pump. As a writer, many times I'll read stuff that I've written, and I'm like, I don't remember writing that. Sandra and I were at a breakfast one time, and the lady quoted something, and I was saying, that's some good stuff. And then when I went up to meet her, she had my book, and she goes, yeah, thanks, Dr. Harris. I'm like, I didn't remember writing that. Because when you commit to an outcome, the energy flows into you to get it done. We get confused by the how. Young man, Herman Taylor, in New York, Herman Taylor was at a book signing, and we talked. And he said, I want to write a book. And I want to be a motivational speaker. It was March 18th of last year. And I said, great, so be it. You get it done. And I gave him that piece of advice. He sat in his room. He'd get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, get 2 hours. And he said the first week he sat there and absolutely nothing came. Nada. And at that point, he was about ready to say, well, you know, who am I to write a book? You know, he was telling in a testimony, he said, it took me 16 years to get out of college. He said, I went to 4 colleges before I finally got a degree. I ain't qualified to write nothing. But he kept sitting. And see, that's where that persistence comes in. You sit there and you focus on that vision, and it will happen. So what is persistence? Persistence is the sustained effort you must acquire. Let's put in the sustained effort I must acquire to induce faith in my own ability and to get desired results in my life. You always have to have an objective when we talk about persistence. You can't be just generally persistent. I'm persistent about everything. You got to be persistent about a particular thing. It requires an outcome. And see, that creates an automatic alignment. When we really get into, we might talk in metaphysics and spiritual principles, it's all about alignment. And it is through persistence that you can focus on one thing long enough to create the alignment to attract the results into your life. Persistence is a measure of your faith in yourself and in your ability. You know, when they don't want to take that last shot, it's because they don't think they're going to make it. And if you shoot with doubt on your mind, what happens? You don't make it. Michael Jordan had a quote, and he said 29 times he had been entrusted with the last shot and missed. He said, but I keep shooting, and that's why I win. We can look very often at instances of persistence. One of the great writers talking about persistence, Jack Canfield and Mark Victor Hansen, when they came out the concept for the chicken soup for the soul, they'd actually written a book, Chicken Soup for the Soul, that had 100 stories of inspiration of how, people had been able to do great things. And when they went to the publishers, you know what the publishers said? Who wants to read about other people's victories? He went to 130 different publishers and got no's. I mean, really, read about it. It's amazing. 100. As a writer, I didn't have that in me. What I did, I said, I'll just publish it myself. Which was not a bad idea. Because once I published it myself, then other people saw it, and then I sold the rights again. That way, so it did work. But man, it's something about hanging in there on the original vibration that makes it explode. When they hung in there for 131, okay, they didn't quit on the 129th. They didn't even quit on the 130th. On the 131st publisher, a small publishing company down in Florida, weren't in the big lane, they weren't on Wall Street, or they weren't, a New York publisher, small company nobody ever heard of. But look what happened. Over 250 books, over 500 million sold. Persistence. Give me another example. Howard Schultz, Starbucks. You ever wonder where that came from? Man, he must have had tons of money. He had a great idea for a coffee place where it wasn't about just the coffee, it was about community. He recognized that people like to get together. Sandra, they used to get together at, Krispy Kreme. Okay? Remember when Krispy Kreme was on Market Street? Some of the old timers, yeah. And there would always be a group of people sitting around in there chatting. Yeah, that was their place. Well, Howard Schultz said, why don't we take that to another level and make people feel a certain kind of way when they come in a coffee house? Well, he went to 200 banks and got no's. As a matter of fact, someone said he went to 242 banks and got no's. And at the very moment when he was ready to throw in the towel, his wife was about to have a baby. They were broke. A doctor and two friends loaned him $400,000, and the rest is history. You know what? It seems that when you persist again on something that's really challenging, the level of results is very commensurate with the amount of persistence that you have to have. I was not very persistent in pursuing a publisher, and I have not sold 500 million books. Okay? So if you have a good idea, something you want to be, do, and have, and if 100 people tell you it's crazy, keep pushing. The Bible makes it very clear about persistence. And, I like to use the Bible as a spiritual reference book. And in the Bible, and really and truly, though, in all of the spiritual texts, you find the same principles. In Luke, chapters 9 and 10, it says it so clear. Ask, and it shall be given. Seek, and you shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened. And it goes on to confirm it. For everyone that asketh, receiveth. Everyone that seeketh, findeth. And everyone that knocks, the door will be opened. So that spiritually, the Bible is saying, all you got to do is keep doing it. It just doesn't tell you how long. There's no scripture that says you got to knock 17 times and the door will open. And that's the essence of faith. The idea of the Bible of persistence says that if you have anything that you desire deeply, And if you keep working at it and keep pushing towards it, it's going to happen. Persistence is the one trait that virtually every successful person has. When you meet successful people, they'll tell you how, man, I was ready to give up. I was ready to throw the towel in. And just before I threw down and quit, it happened. So what does it take to be persistent? Well, number one, you got to have a vision. Okay? You have to have something that you want to be, do, and have. When I talk to young people now, I'm always afraid because when I say, what do you want to be? So many don't have a clue. At least when I was a kid, you wanted to be a cowboy. or a soldier, you wanted to be something. But so many young people say, well, what do you want to be? I don't know. And so if you have no objective to what you want to be, do, or have, you can't be in alignment with the universal powers that will make it happen. So what does it take to be more persistent? Number one, to realize persistence is a choice. You choose to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to get that extra hour. You choose to, you get knocked down 7 times. You choose to get up that 8th time. The Rumble in the Jungle with Muhammad Ali, I loved to watch that fight. I was reading where George Foreman was saying that his thought was to take him out quick. He thought he was going to do Ali a favor by knocking him out quickly. He was an older guy, now he's out of shape. I don't want to brutalize him. Let me knock him out quick. Well, that went on for 7 rounds. Ali had a strategy. All Ali had to do, his idea of persistence was, don't get knocked out. that was his whole plan. Don't get knocked out. And so at that 7th round, by the time George had fought himself, there was nothing left. And Ali knocked him out, won the fight. So persistence is a choice. Choose the thing that you know will get you where you want to go. Persistence is a learned behavior, and that's the good part. That's the good news. You can learn to be persistent, and that's why when you read about other people and the great things they've done, the Howard Schultz and the Mark Victor Hansen, even the J.K. Rowling, if you read her story with that whole Harry Potter, that whole series, nobody wanted it. She went through a ton of publishers. So it's a learned behavior. When you see what others have done, you can do it. The third thing required for persistence is faith. Without faith, you cannot be persistent. Look at the definition of faith. Faith is the substance of things hoped for. That means you got to have something you want to be, something you want to do, something you want to have. And it's the evidence of things not seen. You don't see any evidence of your success. Faith is the substance of things hoped for. Let's say that together. Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Wow. So what are the 4 keys to developing the skill of persistence? Key number 1, vision. I like to say, I see. Vision is that you want to be, do, and have. Whatever the goal is you have in life, whatever the goal you have for this year, you have to see it. You must have a clear vision of your objective. Many people can't be persistent because they're not clear about what they have to do. They're not clear whether they want to tap dance or sing or be a doctor. You got to make a choice. Proverbs 29th chapter, 18th verse says it very profoundly. Where there is no vision, the people perish. And so if you don't have a vision of something you want to be, do, and have, if it's good health, when your health is challenged, if you can keep seeing yourself healed and whole and persistently do the things that will bring that about, then it will happen. Sometimes your vision has to be bigger than your consciousness. So what do you mean, Doc? Many times our vision is so attached to our condition. When you go to somebody and say, like this money. I'm going to make $1 million this year. Well, how much did you make last year? 22,000. Okay. What's going on right now to make you think you got $1 million? Well, I'm getting ready. Okay? So sometimes you have to have a dream big enough to pull you into it. So your dream can pull your consciousness into it. That's why it's so important to hang out with people smarter than you. If you're the smartest person in the group, then you're in the wrong group. You want to hang out with people who've been places that you haven't been. Because now when they share that with you, it helps you build your consciousness so you can dream bigger. I dream big dreams. Let's say that together. I dream big dreams. The second key to persistence is, we call it I am, the I am principle. In other words, it's a statement of being. Whoever that is that's persistent, you got to know who you are and whose you are. In Genesis, when God tells Moses to go tell Pharaoh to let his people go, Moses was alive. If you ever really read Moses, read that Genesis closer, you'll find that Moses was just like us. Each of us actually is a person in the Bible. When we look at the people in the Bible, those aspects are in us. Moses was just like us. When God told him to do it, Moses said, well, he started making excuses. He said, I stutter. God said, don't worry, just open your mouth. Can you open your mouth? Yeah, but I'll put the words there. And then after all else had failed, Moses said, God, who shall I say sent me? And God said, say, I am sent you. I am is the making power. I am is your declaration of who you are. And so when we say that I want to be persistent, you have to be clear about who you are because it requires faith, and you got to have an understanding of who you are to have faith and whose you are. Because your ability to manifest depends on your alignment with the source. When you and God are on the same page, nothing is impossible. When you believe that strongly, nothing is impossible. So I am. As God told Moses, I am that I am. Let's say that together. I am that I am. The third key is willpower. When you're sitting down to write that book that you're going to write, and I'm telling you, somebody's going to leave here, I guarantee. Next year, this time, somebody who's in this room right now is going to come back and say, Doc, my book is out. Here's a copy for you, okay? And I'd like to speak about my book and talk about my experiences. And we're going to set it up, Katie. We're going to give you music. Willpower is a statement of your desire and your determination. So whenever you have something you want to be, do, and have, you got to want it badly. The level of your desire is the vibration that you create. And the law of vibration says whatever your level of vibration, your manifestation, the results you get are commensurate with your level of vibration. So when you want it badly enough, I guarantee you that every one of you, if you think back, anything that you wanted really, badly, got to have it, no way I can live without it, you got it. Someone once said, well, everybody's a salesman. Said, well, I don't have any talent selling. You got a wife. You must sell something. See, when we desire something, we have the ability to get above whatever the things, our doubts and our insecurities. Desire can neutralize all that. I have the power. I have the desire. My desire is deep. Let's say that together. My desire is deep. And then fourth, I do. Everything we talk about is just fluff if you don't do something. Execution requires choice and action. we all have to have a daily method of operation. It's weird, you know, but the reason businesses are successful is because they have a daily method of operation. Think about it. The universe gives us models. What does the sun do? It comes up every day. So that's a symbol to us that we must live our lives in a daily way. Just as the sun comes up every day and the moon comes up at night, we have to live in a daily pattern. And it's so to be persistent, you have to develop a daily method of operation so that you can see what you must do each day, so that you can dream the dream, so that you can see your vision, so that you can write it down. If you don't write down the thing that you want to be persistent about, it won't happen. The scripture in the Habakkuk, it says, write the vision, make it plain. It goes on to say that he may run that readeth it. So not only must you write it down, you must write down a plan to get it done. Feel the vision. Anything you want to be, do, and have, when you feel as though it's already done, it's already done. So, if this is the case, if you see it, if you affirm that you are, I am it, if you have the desire and determination, and if you take action, why is it that people don't complete what they start? Fear failure. You start out on a path, if you fear failure, you have to recast that failure as a dress rehearsal for success. Period. I'll say it, repeat after me. Failure is a dress rehearsal for success. Failure is a dress rehearsal for success. Fear of criticism. If nobody's criticizing you, you probably aren't doing anything worthwhile. Criticism is the deal. The more people criticize you, that should give you power. Man, if they're criticizing, I must be on the right track. You know, someone once said, God doesn't move parked cars. You got to do something. And so criticism, let it roll off your back. But the worst one that keeps you from doing what must be done is procrastination. When you put off today what should have been done yesterday, it will not happen. So let's summarize and complete this message today, because I know that everybody's anxious to run out and get busy. Grab a little ice cream on the way and like, I got to go do my thing. I got to go accomplish my goal. So number one, persistence is the bridge between thought and accomplishment. Any thought that you have, the Bible says, a man shall have, a mind shall have whatsoever it thinks in its heart. Persistence is what brings it about. Study the lives of successful people so you can see that they too had problems. Many times if you can just know that somebody else did it. I mean, when I read, I didn't know that 130 rejections. If I had read that before, I'd have probably gone on and pushed a little harder rather than go printing the thing myself. The persistence is a choice and a learned behavior. And that persistence is based on faith. Faith and clarity. You have to be clear about what you want, and you have to have faith that you can do it. And those four keys are, I see the vision, I am the person to do it, I will not stop, and I do it until it is done. So let us stand and close out together. Was this helpful today? Someone once said, Doc, people should be shouting. I'm like, people should be acting. Shouts are like like a shower. That's right. I don't like to think of myself as a motivational speaker, because with motivation you get all excited, but it's like a shower. 2 days later you're going to need another one. So we like transformation. So you get changed when you come in here. So I'll say it and you repeat after me. I see my vision.
I see my vision.
I am capable of achieving it.
I am capable of achieving it.
I will and desire to achieve it. I do what must be done. I do what must be done. One more time. I do what must be done, knowing that the best is yet to come. Give yourselves a hand. Thank you so much. You may be seated. Woo! I tell you, I get carried away. It's time to take up a collection. And let me tell you something, folks. This church is growing, but we need your help in every way. Really and truly, we need your help in every way. And those of you, as you dig into your pockets and dig into your purses and dig into your checkbooks, go dig a little deeper, because everything you desire, everything you give will be put to good use here. We have so many other ways to give. All of the technical stuff, PayPal, Venmo. So those online, be sure to go and use these. And now let us do our mantra to prepare us for this moment. Together, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive, and so it is.
I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am and all I do is a blessing to the world. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth. And who you are and all you do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth. And who we are and all we do is a blessing to the world. Be a blessing to the world.
Wow, let's give them a hand. Y'all sound great. Beautiful. Let us take a deep breath and let it out slowly. And in this moment of gratitude, we give thanks for each and every dollar, each and every check, each and every gift to this church. We know that you've given from your heart. We know that you've given from your conscience. And we know that you believe in what we're doing here. We give thanks that this message, this church will rise up with your help to be that spot on the hill that all may see, attend, be healed, and lifted up. And so it is. So it is. Thank you. All right. I'm going to sit right here for a minute.
Okay, your notes are covering my notes. Hold on. Okay. Dr. Harris, thank you. I don't know about everybody else, but I really needed to hear that message. Thank you. Everybody give him a hand. And I have a few announcements. First of all, right after the service, across the hall, we're having an ice cream social. So please, everybody, feel free to join us. It should be very tasty. Also, at 12:30 today, we have Kirtan here in the sanctuary, which everybody's welcome to attend. A love donation. Also, we are in need of another volunteer, or a new volunteer, I should say, for the AV production team. In other words, you would be like the third person to help with the sound booth and the PowerPoint when one or the other two main ones or both were not available. So we just kind of need that third backup person if anybody's interested and have any talent in that area. Also, we need some new members for the hospitality team, which is the team that works over across the hall and helps bring the ice cream and the food to the table and cleans up afterwards. It's one of the first things I volunteered for, and it was the best way ever to get to know everybody and meet more people in the church, because you're forced to socialize and serve a purpose. So it's a good way to meet people. So if you're interested in being on the hospitality team, that would be great. And we really are in need of someone to do that odd fifth Sunday. It's covered pretty good, but to have a few extra people would be great. Also, for the hospitality table, please feel free to bring dishes of your own making. It can be something you buy at the store, something you make, but we're always seeking more food to be brought in. We supply some of it, but it's nice when others contribute as well and share. Also, let's see, special team thanks. We have the youth education team and the marketing team that would like to recognize today. We need them both. And I think I have come to the end of my speech. Oh, that's not in my notes. Okay, the parlor painting volunteers, they did a beautiful job of painting the parlor, and they're very, very, very much appreciated. They did a wonderful job. Everybody give them a hand. And they worked very hard. And now, Chris.
To dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear with unbearable sorrow, and to run where the brave dare not go, to right the unrightable wrong, to love pure and chaste from afar, to try when your arms are too weary, to reach the unreachable star. This is my quest, to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to fight for the right without question or pause, to be willing to march into hell for a heavenly cause. And I know if I'll only be true to this glorious quest, that my heart will lie peaceful and calm when I'm laid to my rest. And the world will know better for this, that one man, scorned and covered with scars, still strove with his last ounce of courage to reach the unreachable star.
Made it out.
Wow. Wow. I love that song, Chris. Let's give him another hand. And I guess that's really what it's all about, dreaming. But you know what? When you can dream it, you can do it. So you may dream the impossible dream, but if you're persistent and work at it, then that dream can be a reality. We've come to the close of another service. Have I done everything today that we're supposed to do? Okay. And we'll have our celebration. We're going to sing our final song, yes. And, of course, we do the prayer for protection. But I want to thank everybody today. I think you all are a great audience. I could feel your energy back and forth, and I could see that so many of you have dreams and goals inside that you're going to transform and make them happen. And so for that, we are grateful. Our prayer of protection. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God unfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Wow. All right. We're going to sing our final song.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, united all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be my moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
May the love of God uplift you. May the presence of God inspire you. May the power of God protect you and make smooth, beautiful, and perfect your way, knowing always that the best is yet to come. And so it is. Amen. Woo.
Sandra and I were talking about the pearls. I pulled out the purse. She asked me about me being all rose.
Uh-huh.
So, I got to screw stuff. I got stuff in my closet, stuff in the stores.